the National Football League, presented by EA Sports. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
On the race. Back row 80.
Now last year's leading rusher in the NFL, this is Jonathan Taylor. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in Week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Richardson. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
First down catch for Michael Pittman Jr. He really played like the guy the Colts thought that they were drafting in 2020 in the second round. How about 88 catches, 1,082 yards, 6 touchdowns, all were more than double than what he posted as a rookie.
First and 10. Here's Richardson with it. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
First and 10. Taylor now. Down to about the 45. The Colts at 2-3 here to begin the new season. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now Richardson. Eluding the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On the jump.
Going for it on 4th. Here's Richardson. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush, talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL. I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Lawrence to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Lawrence. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Play action. It's Lawrence. Trying to lay one up deep. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they have things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight, and that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
Off play action, Richardson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
No checks.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. These two teams, division rivals, of course, and you remember back to Week 18 last year, although Colts fans don't want to remember back to Week 18 last year. The Colts needed a win, and the Jags, they were kind of looking ahead to 2022, but the 2-win Jags came up with one of the shockers of the season. They stunned the Colts 26-11 in Jacksonville, and that loss ultimately kept Indianapolis home for the playoffs. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. A tight one, 8-7 our score after one on EA Sports. Going for it on fourth, Richardson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. So on fourth down, a big-time completion. The defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those cardinal sins that they say they can't do at any time. They committed an eye violation. Had their eyes in.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to move back in front. So that's now 10 touchdowns for him on the year. He's into double figures, and we're not even to the halfway point of the season yet.
Parker, doesn't this speak to how well he works with this offensive line? They know he doesn't need a giant alley to run through. He just needs a little seam. And he's so good at being patient, waiting for things to develop, and then accelerating when it does appear.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Let's go.
On first down, Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Here's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Lawrence going to get this to Etienne. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Here we go, here we go.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Lawrence with a quick throw outside. That's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley from 6 yards away as they have taken the lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 2. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Josh Allen in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Third and long for Richardson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Touchdown, Jaguars. Trevor Lawrence, 38 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Richardson to the air on first down. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley Cox. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up second down. Second down, here's Richardson. Forced out to his left. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 30.
Let's go now. Hurt. 79 Broncos. Check smash.
First and 10, it's Richardson. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Ready.
Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10.
Back in 60. 60 Maverick.
Again, it's Richardson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And Gay knocks this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They go play action now. Lawrence. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with Etienne. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go play action with Lawrence. they'll just get rid of it. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Man open, here is Jones. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available, because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Lawrence's throw taken in by Ridley here. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
Got it.
On play action, Lawrence. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there, because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 9th play of the drive coming up. It's certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. He targets Ingram for another grab. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 41 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, smash Rocco! 60 Vikings. Buffalo 18. 19 tight. Trap 60.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback, because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Pat the street.
Richardson to throw off play action. Oh, he's got his tight end, Mo Alley-Cox, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 42.
Here we go. Right there, hurt. Go.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to.
Ready.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They run once more with Taylor. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Hey, check that, street. No.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
Hey, pass. 7 Pirates. 19. 18 Rebels. 18 Pioneers.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
On the check. 19 Lions. Cup 19. Panther 11. Ready.
4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs.
On the double.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Lawrence being chased out left. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence. And his throw is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple of weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball down.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian Kirk, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Jags look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And that's caught at the 2. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Richardson on 2nd and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. On third down, here's Richardson. And that is incomplete. I don't know, he had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
You got to stay with it.
That's true. Going for it on fourth, here's Richardson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on fourth down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Finds his tight end Ingram. Touchdown! Evan Ingram, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Jaguars have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Let's go now.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. But defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Throwing again, it's Richardson on 2nd down. The toss here completed to Pittman. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now it's Richardson. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Going for it on 4th, Richardson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jags take over in terrific field position. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Jaguars have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Isaiah Rodgers. And he will score. Touchdown, Colts. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. It got his man, complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Now Lawrence on 1st down. This will be caught at about the 6. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear. He's got a man, complete. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. 1st and 10, it's Richardson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far, and 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
One last shot for Richardson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire.